Latest problems inside the crippled 3 Mile Island nuclear facility in Middletown were discovered Saturday morning when scientists found a potentially dangerous hydrogen bubble forming at the top of the reactor. Nuclear Regulatory Commission officials said it was small, 15 to 20 feet in diameter, but if it continued to grow at its current rate, it could stop the flow of cooling water or it might explode, damaging the reactor almost beyond hope. Dr. Harold Denton, operations chief, said the NRC had three choices to combat the critical buildup of the gas. One was to begin slowly recycling the hydrogen to a recombination pump where oxygen is added and water is formed.
That upper pressurizer space is being vented into the containment, so the hydrogen that comes out of solution is being passed into the containment. So it's a question of continuing solution of hydrogen into the primary coolant water, transportation up to the pressurizer, and release from there.
For the first time in almost a week, there was optimistic news out of the plant today, as that process has apparently been somewhat successful and the past critical situation reduced. The intensity of that problem, though, was heightened Saturday night when President Carter announced that he would fly into Middletown and take a personal inspection tour. He arrived at the plant at 2, and rumors to the effect his visit was staged to calm local residents and the rest of the world, which might be affected by a meltdown, was evident by the hundreds of reporters that turned out. After his tour, Carter read a statement before another packed press at the Middletown Borough Hall, reassuring residents that their safety comes first.
Well, I will be personally responsible for thoroughly informing the American people about this particular incident and the status of nuclear safety in the future. I intend to make sure that the investigation is conducted thoroughly, and the results are made public.
Carter's visit was apparently somewhat successful since there were no protests, just what appeared to be a lot of happy faces lining the streets because the president and his wife were optimistic enough to come in the first place. It's true, thousands have fled the area surrounding the plant, but thousands have also stayed, hoping their fears of a meltdown would not come true. Of the residents we interviewed, all of them were concerned about the accuracy of the stories coming from inside the plant's walls, but more worried about what technicians were doing to stop or at least contain what has become the worst nuclear accident in the nation's history. In Middletown, Pennsylvania, I'm Gary Kendrick-Connect, TV 20 Eyewitness News.